data that you can use to better inform your wagering decisions. We're live tonight from Las Vegas at the Sahara Sportsbook. The Sahara is a casino on the north end of the Strip. Not much activity in Las Vegas this week. It's Labor Day weekend's going to be coming up. That's when all the casino employees I've spoken to said they're expecting a lot of volume here in the city this weekend, but it's been pretty empty around the Strip and downtown yesterday and today. You're looking at a pretty empty sports book here in the Sahara. The Jazz and Nuggets game just wrapped up with the Nuggets taking Game 7. Mike Conley missed a three at the buzzer that would have won the series for Utah. We were going to go preview the two playoff games tomorrow. You can get 20% off any BetQL subscription by using the promo code CHAN. The subscription will allow you to gain access to a model that will provide you with information that you need to go exploit mispriced lines. The model will give you will give you 4-star and 5-star bets across MLB, NBA, and the upcoming football season and the current NHL season. So certainly, if you're interested in subscribing, use the promo code CHAN so you can get 20% off any BetQL subscription. The first game that we're going to review is Game 2 between the Heat and the Bucks. The Heat took the opening game of their Eastern Conference semifinal series. The Bucks are 5-point favorites. The over/under for the game is 221. The Bucks lost Game 1 of their first-round series against the Orlando Magic before coming back to win all 4 games, while the Heat are still undefeated thus far in the playoffs. They swept the Indiana Pacers in their first-round series and did take Game 1 against the Bucks. A lot of observers have said that the Heat are probably the worst possible matchup for the Bucks in the Eastern Conference. The Bucks are a team that is going to give up the open three-pointer. And the Heat are one of the best, if not the best, three-point shooting team in terms of accuracy in the NBA. They were second in three-point percentage to the Utah Jazz at the end of the regular season. And the Heat are plus 36 from the three-pointer through the 4 games that the two teams have played this season. So that's 12 more threes. So Miami's hitting around 3 more three-pointers than the Milwaukee Bucks in each game that they've faced. The Heat are also able to keep things close with Milwaukee in terms of points in the paint. The Bucks are only up 6 points in terms of points in the paint. They've only scored 6 more points in the paint than Miami has in their 4 games this season. So Miami does present an incredible challenge for the Milwaukee Bucks in the second round. But I wouldn't overreact too much. The Bucks are still an elite team, and losing Game 1 is far from fatal. The Toronto Raptors lost Game 1 last season against the Boston Celtics in the second round before coming back to dispatch the Celtics. And the Bucks the Bucks came back to defeat the Boston Celtics last season after losing Game 1, and it's very possible that they'll be able to do the same thing this season against Miami. So that is the preview of the Heat versus the Bucks tomorrow. You can, if you want to get access to the models prediction for the Heat Bucks game tomorrow, you can go subscribe to BetQL. You can go to the website at betql.co. Use the promo code CHAN to get 20% off any BetQL subscription. And you can choose the subscription plan that works best for you, whether it's weekly, monthly, yearly, across 1 sport, 2 sports, all sports. It's up to you. But if you're going to subscribe, certainly use the promo code CHAN so that you can get 20% off. We're, again, doing this big data show live from the Sahara Sportsbook at the Sahara Casino in the north end of the Strip. And that's why I told you over previous shows that we'd be finding a more aesthetically pleasing location. And I guess we stumbled across the Sahara today. Like I said, it's Vegas. It was a relatively cold day in Vegas, believe it or not. 100 degrees in the summer is considered a cool or chilly day for this summer. It's been 110, 115 degrees every single day since I moved down here a couple weeks ago. But today we got a little bit of a break with Vegas being at only 100 degrees for much of the day. We have another game 7 scheduled for tomorrow. We just finished at the show started right around the time the other game 7 from the first round finished up between the Jazz and the Nuggets. But we have game 7 tomorrow between the Thunder and the Rockets. The Rockets are 5.5-point favorites. The total for the game is 219. And I think one thing that stands out about the last 2 games is the pace at which the 2 games have been played. The last 2 games, or 2 games that the Rockets have played with Russell Westbrook. Westbrook returned after missing the first 4 games of the series, and the last 2 games have been played at a pace that exceeded 104. It's not a surprise considering that Westbrook has been. You're going to have more possession. The game is going to speed up, but that's going to work to the Thunder's advantage. While game 5 was a blowout, the Thunder did maintain parity with the Rockets in the first half before the Rockets poured it on. Dennis Schroeder was ejected. And yesterday's game was one in which it was pretty much played at parity until the Thunder pulled away towards the end. I mean, that's what the Thunder have been doing all season. They've been the strongest performing team in clutch time during the regular season. Now, it's a question as to whether they'll be able to do it in an actual game 7 of a playoff series. But I think if the Thunder are going to win tomorrow, it's going to be because the game's played at a faster pace than the Rockets wanted to play. I know that sounds odd because you would think that a team with Russell Westbrook would want to play as fast as possible. But as I've noted in other shows, the Thunder are the team that playing at a fast pace gives the Thunder the best chance to win. They have a younger team than the Rockets. They have better athletes than the Rockets, and playing at a faster pace will give them the best chance. Gives the Thunder the best chance to score enough points to maintain parity with the Rockets. The side is going to be difficult, in my opinion, to get in this game. The Rockets could very well win, but it's 5.5 points, and that's not the smallest number in the world. I think what you saw today, say with the Jazz and the Nuggets, is that the 2 teams ended up scoring 158 points total after the series scoring average was over 230 points. Game 7s tend to be lower scoring. Teams tend to play a little tight. And the Thunder Rockets series has already been one that's seen some incredibly low scoring already. So I think going under on the total is a bet that would make sense given the history of Game 7s and given that both of these 2 teams are susceptible to prolonged slumps from the 3-point line. There's going to be a lot of 3-point shooting. And when that's the case, there's a possibility that both teams can go forward for extended periods of time. And it's always nervous, and it's always nervous to go with an under. An under has not been a profitable bet. Was not a profitable bet once the season resumed in Orlando. But in a game 7, with everything on the line, both teams are going to play a little tighter than they used to. So I think an under is a bet that makes sense. Tomorrow, I'll be working on a preview of the Game 3 of the Raptors Celtics series. That's going to be available on the BetQL website. There's a ton of free content on the website. There are a lot of informative articles that will provide you with some insight as to how these games are going to how these games are going to play out. There are also free plays available for the model in baseball. So if you want to go check out BetQL, go check out the website go browse and see what you like. But you can get 20% off any BetQL subscription if you use the promo code CHAN. Again, next time I'm going to be doing this show, it will be on Thursday. So I'll have an article up on the BetQL website about the Raptors and Celtics. That series is not looking as competitive as people had originally believed, but But we'll see what happens in the next couple of games. But 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 we will see you again on Thursday. I don't know where the show is going to be live from on Thursday. I haven't decided it. I don't know. I'm going to have to see if this format of doing the show from a sports book will work. I mean, it may work at the Sahara because there's not much activity going on here. The Sahara Casino is kind of in a bad location right now. The north end of the strip is kind of a dead area. Especially, it was a dead area before COVID. It's certainly a deader area after the COVID crisis. So we'll see if maybe we can do it for sports. Maybe we'll do it for UNLV. So give me your feedback in terms of whether this format works for the Big Data Show. You can tweet me at Ian Lazarin. That's my Twitter handle. Or you can leave a message in the chat. You can see some people here. They're cheering the Vegas Golden Knights. So the Las Vegas Hawks team is probably the most popular sporting team in town until the NFL season starts. But again, that is the Big Data Show tonight. Thank you for taking the time out of your evening to go watch this program. Again, we're live in Las Vegas, live from the Sahara Sportsbook, and the next show will be on Thursday at 8 p.m. Pacific Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, good luck with your bets. I hope you stay safe, and thank you again for joining us this evening.